ॐ ॐ ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Let us recognize and appreciate the relentless, continuous, selfless efforts of all the evolved great gurus, saints, and sages who, by some or any or every means, trying to guide all of us, bless all of us, help all of us. And behind all of them, who is there is the Lord Himself, who for whom we all are His Santanam. So He wants all of us also to evolve. Recognizing this itself is called as bhakti. Acknowledging that itself is called as sharanagati. That I am being blessed continuously, guided continuously, may I acknowledge it and make use of it, right use of it. So that way, we, by being regular in our morning, evening classes of Upanishads, of Bhagavatam, of Ramayanam, of all wonderful things, we are really being blessed by them. So, before our Upanishad class today in our Shakti series, today's Shakti is the Vratha Shakti, the power of commitment. Commitment, I'll call it as Vrata. Sometimes exactly word we may not know of Sanskrit in English, of English in Sanskrit. Little bit. But then feeling can be felt. So the Vrata Shakti is today's thought. See, there are two things. One, not knowing even theoretically. Second is what? Theoretically knowing, but not getting benefit out of it. We generally belong to second category. Not that we don't know. So many things we know regarding everything. Maybe the health of the body, maybe the relations with the world, maybe the financial status, maybe our own management of the mind, maybe pursuing our own outer and inner goals. What are the informations, knowledges which are not there with us? Most of us will have a considerable amount of information or knowledge. Better than people who don't know. But then, what's the difference between them not knowing and we knowing? Only difference they don't know, we know. That's it. There's no benefit out of it. Why? Because those ingredients or the knowledges which have been gained by us at intellectual level have not started helping us because they didn't enter into our system, enter into our bosom for various reasons. One of the reason is either not finding the time or not finding the interest or too many other preoccupations. Because of which, although we know it is important, but we are not doing. Like meditation. All of us agree that only when we sit for meditation as much as possible, that the calmness, the quietness, the concentration, the subtlety, these are the good qualities come. And we all know these good qualities will be equally useful for us in the Vyavaharika Vijayam and also Adhyatmika. Such a clarity we have, understanding we have, yet we don't sit. Why? We say we don't have time. Is it not? We postpone it. And more than that, we have other things given more important than this. Though they are not so. These are the some places where we have to correct ourselves. One of the method of correction is this, the Vrata Shakti. Is what when I know something is great for me to practice, and when I know that I am not able to practice, and when I know and accept that I must practice, what only thing helps me is the Vrata Shakti. That Vrata Shakti, the highest level is the whole lifelong Vrata Shakti. If you cannot do for the whole lifelong, keep it for 20 years. If you can't do 10 years, 20, make it for 12 years. If not for 6 years, if not at 1 year. Like the one 9 to 2 to today. Now do 22. Now तो 11 मत होना. Now तो 11 22 है आज. Now तो 11. करते हैं जनरली लोग, भाग जाते हैं 9 2 11 होना। अब 9 2 11 नहीं, आज 22 है। सो आज 9 2 22 से 9 2 23, 1 साल, 1 ईयर, व्रत शक्ति। If 1 year you can't do, at least a month, is it not? What is that? This is what? This entire 1 month, I will be predominantly focusing on my practice of dhyanam. This is called a vrata. And with that vrata shakti, what we were postponing, missing, though it is very essential, from such a long period of time, can be accomplished. That Vratha Shakti, which is maybe either given by the Guru as Diksha, or you ourselves felt the necessity of it very much, alone is the one which will make us keep away the trivials or the less important things and make us take it up. If that Vrata Nishtha, Vrata Shakti is not there, we'll be continuous like earlier life only, with all our negative habits, with all our indulgences, with our priorities given only to the bhoga. You feel like, but no commitment. दोपहर में आज मुझे ध्यान करना है, बट दैट दोपहर में ध्यान करना इज ए लूज वेरी डेलिकेट संकल्प. ध्यान जरूर करना ही है किसी कीमत पे, दिस कॉल्ड व्रत. इफ दैट फीलिंग इज नॉट देयर, यू थिंक दैट जब करना है, यू से ऑल्सो इट इज 3 से 4 बजे, देन यू थिंक ऑल्सो एट 2:30, बट सडनली यू स्विच ऑन द टीवी, देन द क्रिकेट मैच इज कमिंग, देन यू विल फोकस ऑन दैट. वो 2 2:30 जो है पौने 3 में हो गया, 3 भी बजता है, 3:15 3:30, यू थॉट 3 से 3:30 तक ध्यान करूंगा, 3:30 हो गया, तो यू से चलो कल करूंगा. Everything was good. But the TV overpowered this sankalpa. Why? Here the Vrata Nishtha is not there. If that Vrata Nishtha is there, it itself gives Shakti. From that, then we say, okay, I'll see before or after. But when I decided 3 to 4, I'll sit for my meditation. Whatever it is. Adhyatmic example I gave. And whoever have achieved, they achieved because they performed. Whoever have performed, they too had the mind as well as the problems inner and outer same like us. But what made them achieve is this anushtana. For some anushtana, these anushtana, people sometimes have to leave their comfort zone, have to leave those zones where the temptations are there, disturbance are there, distractions are there. It is inevitable. That's why Vivikta Desha Sevanam, Ekanta Sthanam, these are all very much required. It should be done as regularly and frequently as possible. That alone will help us. So, the thought today is what? The Vrata Shakti, the power of commitment that I will do, I must do with every cost or price that's required. We talked about spirituality. So, to every aspect of our life, there should be one anushtana, Vrata Shakti, like early morning getting up. You will not get up till the anushtana bhava or Vrata bhava comes inside. If that is not there, every day we think, अरे कल तो जरूर उठूंगा, कल तो जरूर उठूंगा, और कल 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 होता रहता है, कभी नहीं उठेंगे हम. But you tell to yourself, don't keep a 1 year, 2 year वाला लंबा in the beginning. You say 3 दिन बस. तो 9 तारीख तो हो गया, आज कल 10 11 12, तो फरवरी 10 11 12 मैं ये 3 दिन सुबह आधा घंटा ज्यादा जल्दी उठूंगा, पहले उठूंगा. So every day you get up at 6:30. So those 3 days, 6 o'clock. And be engrossed in that commitment, Vrata, that at any cost I must do. And make all preparations to achieve that. Sleeping early, eating less, and putting the alarm, asking somebody at home to wake you up, and telling to the God also, give me the ability to wake up when I am woken up by the people. Don't beat them and don't break the wall or clock, alarm wala, and again continue sleeping and feel regretted. When that's what, when it is said 10 दिन सुबह उठो नहीं होगा, but 3 दिन, fourth day anyway I can sleep. 3 दिन ही है ना, मैं उठ सकता हूँ. But then that shackle is broken. The shackle of wanting to do but never committed, therefore not achieved even an iota also, that shackle will go away. You will achieve it 3 times. Maybe for next 3 years you may not think, but after 3 years again the thought will come. चलो उस समय मैंने किया, तो फिर दोबारा करूंगा इस बार 4 दिन. If you really analyze those 3 days, getting up and truly have got benefited by doing some substantial, you need not wait for 3 more years. Again within 10 days, again दोबारा लगता है, अब 10 10 दिन सोया हूं ना, अब मैं और एक बार 3 दिन करूंगा. So in a month like that, every 10 days, if 3 days, if you have woken up half an hour early, we have 4.5 hours extra meditated, no? Or whatever thing we have done in the morning. But that itself is achievement. अनुष्ठान नहीं करोगे, कमिटमेंट करोगे, नहीं होता. लाइक बिफोर स्लीपिंग, हनुमान चालीसा और एनी ऑफ द तत्व चिंतन और भक्ति, 10 minutes आई डू सम पठन पारायणम. 3 दिन के लिए करता हूं मैं. करो, देन द 3 दिन का सेटिस्फैक्शन विल बी देयर, 3 दिन का अचीवमेंट इज देयर, एंड दैट विल बिकम अ सीड दैट विल स्प्राउट अगेन. Without this way, Anushtana or commitment or Vrata, all information or knowledge will never be translated into activity. We remain where we are throughout life with all the theory. Is it not clearly understandable? So too with the Bhojana, the Prakriya. You know, Bhojana. Anything you want to give it up. So this 10 days I'll give up. Give up oil for 10 days. Oil free food. Give up all cooked food, all bakery baked food, homemade food. Boiled food I'll take, sprouts I take. Kuch 3 दिन, 4 दिन. This is called as Vratha Shakthi. 3 days I'll not look at my cell phone. Nothing will happen. I will not look at means once a day I look, so that if anything too important is there. In fact, nothing is important in this world, because we are nowhere, we are nothing. Nobody wants us. And now we can do anything to anyone. फिर भी एक बार ऐसा 15 मिनट रात को, दिन भर नहीं. You see 3 days. This is how our Sankalpa Shakti and Achievement Shakti and our Vrata regularity, Vrata Diksha, Nishtha, they think those things should develop in us. And some people do that. Ladies do generally this type of Anushtan. Vrata le lete hai. 3 दिन I will not talk to husband. You know, they very committedly and they do it also. As much stubborn or stubbornness nahi. The thing which they have, men will not have. They do it. Good things also. They are the ones who do all this Santoshi Mata, Vratam and all. That's what protects the entire family. 40 weeks of Jai Santoshi Ma. No Nimbu, no Namak, nothing. Mother Upasana and all. So in this way, so health, food related also, sleep related also, exercise related. This 1 month, I'll do pranayama daily 10 times. So whatever you are taught by the Guru. So this 1 month or 15 days, I'll do the Surya Namaskara for daily 6 times or ideally 12 times. Per day 12 times one does Surya Namaskara. They say many of the body's exercises are achieved in that required exercises. 12 Surya Namaskara per day. 12 they are their steps. Mitra Ravi Surya Bhanu, Khaka Puja, Nagar, all that. Like that 12. Do it 3 times, give a break, do it 3 times, give a break, do 3, do 3. Like that. In that 10 minutes only. 1 month I will do. 1 month I will do some yoga asana. कुछ अनुष्ठान लेकर करना है. Near your own home there is a temple. Every week I will go once a week, or daily 7 days I go sit there. If it is Mahalakshmi Mata, then I will chant Sri Suktam or Mahalakshmi Ashtakam and come. This is how good habits are created, which are already known to us that they are good, and when done, they are beneficial. But that initiation is not happening. The beginning is not happening. Therefore, we are denied of the blessings or utility of all this knowledge which we have. So, the Vrata Shakti, the Anushtana Shakti is very important. So, today is homework for you. Some of you can even write to me. I'll reply. I don't even reply, also not required. You can send them. These are the Anushtana Vrata I thought of. First Vrata, I don't want to attend your class 1 week. Don't do that. Second Vrata, Upanishad, I don't want to revise. Because what is the meaning of Anushtana? Not doing what we are regularly doing now. So you are regularly listening from 2 years. So not listening is an अनुष्ठान. ऐसा मत रखना व्रता. On the other hand, you write that I never did my homework. You know, I used to immediately forget only from this 1 week. I want to just 10 minutes spend after the class the topic which was discussed. You can see the joy of it. In the same way, at the psychological level, you know what is a vrata? This 1 week, I'll not think harm for anyone. This 1 week, I'll remember all people known to me, and in my mind, I pray for their well being, for their goodness, for their prosperity. 1 week में करता उतने में बहुत फल हो जाता है. Eternally, if I am telling you to do or anybody, it is not, it appears is not possible. That shackle we have to break. First of all, not at all doing. That we have to break with doing at least little. Is it not? This 1 month or these 10 days, daily I'll remember my Guru, my Ishtadeva. Daily I will surrender. Sharanam, Sharanam, Sri Krishna, Sharanam, Sri Rama, Sharanam, Sri Sadguru, Sharanam. करो बस. देखोगे उसका आनंद आपको आ जाएगा. This 1 week I'll be just चेहरा पे मुस्कुराहट. काम सो स्मिताम हिरण्य प्राकाराम आर्द्राम Smitavanam for 1 week. You will see all dukkha, everything goes away. It looks so good for you only. कि अरे मैं भी हंस सकता हूँ क्या? अरे ऐसे भी होता है क्या? You can feel it. So this is how the Vratha Shakti, the power of commitment can help us, and it should become habit. Finally, what is the goal? Entire life is a Vrata commitment for spiritual evolution. Anything which is not helpful for evolution, totally selected, deleted. And all things that are required are fully, thoroughly understood under the guidance of Guru, asking him, this is where I stand, to reach to that, what are the things to be done for me in this very life, whole life. Guru will tell, whole life नहीं है, पर 1 साल के लिए अनुष्ठान करके आओ. भूय एव तपसा ब्रह्मचर्य श्रद्धया संवत्सरम संवत्सथा. Then do it 1 year, hey, japa puja. Then refer to him, he'll tell the other one. Or he'll ask you at what stage it is there, how did you do that? If you have done it so mechanically, he says, repeat the same thing for our exam. Do it with more. Like that Indra Virochana and all. Indra 3 times, 32, 32, 32. Prajapati ने उनको बार बार भेजा. It's all required only. Once you have surrendered to the Guru, whatever he tells is for our requirement. You know, an expert doctor, when you surrender your body, it is now his advice in our own interest, so you have to follow. एक हफ्ता और ले लो एंटीबायोटिक पूरा खत्म नहीं हुआ इन्फेक्शन थोड़ा सा है उतना भी नहीं छोड़ना चाहिए सेस यू टू टेक ओनली like that with commitment to Guru when he corrects whatever we have committed for and suggests and adds to it taking it as Vrata and Anushtana when we do it 1 year 2 year entire life should be a commitment. One aspect we are doing committed to our study of Shastra. This is very gross, it's a beginning. Then committed to the understanding of every sloka of Shastra, total theme of it. Then commitment to the practice of it. These are the different levels are there of commitment. But it is a very powerful thing. If you can really start doing it. Everything we spoke about the food, about the sleep, about the health aspect, about our speech, about the mind, about spirituality, सब कुछ. Even socializing, a week I'll be a social person talking to everyone in my phone book known to me and find there how about so. Daily 10 people. Just only to test you how much selfless you are, how much you are able to talk to the people out of your love and concern, seeing the Lord in them with that gratitude or goodwill. It's a pariksha. Karna chahiye kabhi. Don't remain stagnant in only one sort of life, even that is sadhana. That become mechanical. Change sometimes, but the purpose should be clear. Achieving the same purpose, change it. So anyways, this type of things you can keep on adding. So don't stick only onto the routine. Clear? इस तरह से the puja, Ganapati puja, I'll do 41 days. Sri Chakra puja to propitiate mother, I'll do 21 days, 1 month, or 1 year every Friday. First, for 1 year, do 50 or 60 अनुष्ठानास of one week. मैं साल में 56 है, 54 जो वीक होते हैं, 54, तो करो। जब कन्विक्शन हो जाता है, इन द नेक्स्ट ईयर यू कैन हैव द लॉन्गर अनुष्ठान, बट दैट शुड बी मोर यूजफुल अनुष्ठानास. 1 month anushtanas you can have. Then 3 months anushtana. Then entire year anushtana. The vrata, what I mean is vrata done as anushtana. Taken thing is vrata, practical doing is anushtana. I took the vrata of doing this anushtana. It's like that. So that way 1 year. Then later on, the entire life is anushtana, like Gurudev. Entire life is of vrata only to spread the Shastra Jnana. And he did like that, day in and day out, working 18-20 hours per day. Scientists continuously, whatever the department of research they have selected, there is अनुष्ठान the entire life. जब तक आंख दिखना बंद करेगा, दिमाग काम करना बंद करे, तब तक वो देखता ही रहेगा, एक्सपेरिमेंट करता ही रहेगा, नया नया डेटा देता रहे. In his entire life he might have not discovered one thing also, yet he goes on supplying the data of his failures of experiment are coming to some level but not beyond. That become helping source for the others. They can take up from there. But it was his anushtana, commitment. Every scientist discovers it is based on some data of the earlier person. So therefore, every scientist discovers which है पहले वालों का भी contribution. Like when we do satsang, it is 0 hours. Our thing is our own ancestors, our Rishi Muni Guru. They are the ones who spoke then and whose thoughts or words are in the sky as vibration, the subtle space to which our mind is tuned. From there, we are receiving and sharing again at gross level. Like the radio or cell phone receives the subtle waves and grossly expresses as sound or music. So, to what I am speaking is the reception of the subtle things from the Rishi Parampara and putting it grossly for you. Nothing is mine. In this way, the Vratha Shakti yaad karke, nutshell mein what is this? Only this much. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 5 day, Vrata of something spiritual or worldly, start doing and then give that joy to the Purushartha Samartha Yukta Purusha in ourselves. My recommendation is don't miss our classes. Only one option for you to miss the class is I should die. Till I am alive, you must attend. That can be your commitment. इवन आफ्टर आई डाई द लेक्चर्स आर देयर ऑनलाइन सुनते रहे ना उसमें तत्व चिंतन ही तो हो रहा है और क्या चाहिए अदर कमिटमेंट्स 1 week कमिटमेंट स्टार्ट विथ 1 week कमिटमेंट 2 weeks you do three day वाला 4 times 2 हो जाएगा then take 1 week commitments and in fact there can be an option if 5-6 of you join me we 5-6 of us can make a commitment common. And another addition, immediately God gave this thought. Sometimes these individual commitments we may not do, we may compromise, even if we do, we may become arrogant. If it is done with clubbing with some like-minded people, mutual inspiration can come. That's like-minded, not the others who hate you or who are jealous of you. We are all like-minded only, we can feel like. 1 week Swamiji, Maun रहने का साधना. Yes, every one of you will be in Mauna other than me because मुझे lecture देना है. Is it not? हफ्ते में आधा दिन उपवास. Is it not? पूरा दिन उपवास नहीं, आधा दिन. पूरा उपवास करो तो फिर स्वर्गवास. नहीं, नहीं. Only आधा. To be depending on. So like that, if 5-6 of you message me with your positivity, then we can say. Half day commitment, it can be every day half day. सुबह 1 बजे से पहले ये करेंगे. So you come back, if anybody responds, I'll also join. Together as a synergy we can do. Okay, so this is Vratha Shakti. Thank you. Tomorrow another one will take and come. Hari Om.